Welcome to Untold History, the channel where we uncover the hidden stories of our past, one mystery at a time. Today we're diving back into the depths of ancient legends and geological clues as we continue with the second episode of our series on global ancient floods. From myths passed down through millennia to scientific discoveries that reshape our understanding of the past, we'll explore how these stories may hold fragments of truth about our planet's most dramatic moments. Get ready to journey across cultures and continents, uncovering the myths, the evidence, and the lingering mysteries of ancient deluges. Let's dive in. And if you haven't checked out the first episode yet, make sure to give it a watch. It sets the stage for the incredible journey we're about to continue. You don't want to miss it. The myth of Deucalion and Pyrrha. The myth of Deucalion and Pyrrha is an ancient Greek tale set during the reign of Zeus, the king of the gods. The story takes place in a mythical version of Thessaly, a region in central Greece. According to the myth, Zeus became enraged with humanity's wickedness and decided to cleanse the earth with a catastrophic flood. Only Deucalion, the son of Prometheus, and his wife Pyrrha, the daughter of Epimetheus and Pandora, were spared due to their piety and virtuousness. Forewarned by Prometheus, Deucalion built a sturdy chest, or ark, to withstand the deluge. When the floodwaters engulfed the world, submerging mountains and wiping out all life, Deucalion and Pyrrha floated safely until the rains ceased and the waters receded. As the flood subsided, their ark came to rest on Mount Parnassus. The couple offered prayers and sacrifices to Zeus, who, moved by their devotion, instructed them through the oracle of Themis on how to repopulate the earth. They were told to throw the bones of their mother over their shoulders. Interpreting mother as Gaia, the earth, and bones as stones, they cast stones behind them, which miraculously transformed into humans. The stones Deucalion threw became men, while those Pyrrha cast became women. The Matsya Purana. The Matsya Purana recounts one of Hinduism's ancient flood myths, centering on the first avatar of Vishnu, Matsya. The story is set in primordial times, when the earth was threatened by a great deluge. King Manu, a virtuous and wise ruler, was chosen by Vishnu to preserve life and ensure the survival of humanity. While performing his daily ablutions in a river, Manu discovered a small fish that pleaded for protection. He cared for the fish, which grew rapidly, eventually revealing its true identity as Matsya, an incarnation of Vishnu. Matsya warned Manu of an impending flood that would submerge the world, and instructed him to build a massive boat to save himself. Seeds of all plants and pears of all species. When the floodwaters rose, submerging the earth, Manu's boat was tethered to Matsya's horn, using a serpent as a rope. Matsya guided the boat through the tumultuous waters, ensuring its safety. As the deluge subsided, the boat came to rest atop the Malaya Mountains. After the flood, Manu performed sacrifices to Vishnu and prayed for the recreation of life. Vishnu, pleased with Manu's devotion, helped him repopulate the earth. This tale symbolizes divine intervention, the preservation of Dharma, and the resilience of life against overwhelming odds, echoing flood myths found in other cultures worldwide. The Great Flood of Ganyu. The Great Flood of Ganyu is a legendary Chinese tale of a massive deluge that occurred during the reign of Emperor Yao, one of the ancient sage kings of Chinese mythology. Set in the Yellow River Basin, the flood is believed to have taken place around 2200 BCE, though it remains a blend of myth and historical speculation. The floodwaters rose to catastrophic levels, submerging vast stretches of farmland, villages, and mountains, threatening the survival of early Chinese civilization. Emperor Yao, a wise and benevolent ruler, sought solutions to the disaster and called upon Gun, a demigod, to control the flood. Gun attempted to stop the deluge by constructing dikes and barriers, but his efforts were unsuccessful as the water continued to rise. After Gun's failure, Yao's successor, Emperor Shun, appointed Yu, Gun's son, to tackle the crisis. Yu adopted a different approach, focusing on dredging and channeling the water to flow back into the rivers and the sea, rather than trying to block it. His method proved effective, taking over a decade of relentless labor to control the waters. Yu's success not only saved the land from devastation, but also earned him the people's admiration, eventually leading to his ascension as Emperor Yu, the founder of the Xia dynasty. This tale underscores themes of perseverance, ingenuity, and the harmony between humanity and nature. Aboriginal flood myths. Aboriginal flood myths are an integral part of the oral traditions of indigenous Australian cultures, recounting tales of great deluges that shaped the land and its people. These myths often occur in the context of the dream time, the foundational time when ancestral beings created the world. One common story comes from the Gunditjmara people of Western Victoria, involving a massive flood caused by an angry ancestral spirit. The waters rose, engulfing the land and forcing people to seek refuge on higher ground. These events are often tied to the creation of significant geographical features, such as rivers, lakes, or even craters, believed to have been formed during the flood's aftermath. Another notable myth comes from the Yolngu people of Arnhem Land, where the flood was sent as a punishment for breaking sacred laws. In this story, the waters rose due to the anger of the Rainbow Serpent, a central figure in Aboriginal cosmology. Survivors climbed trees or retreated to sacred hills, eventually appeasing the serpent through rituals and restoring balance. The Māori flood myth. The Māori flood myth originates from the Polynesian traditions of New Zealand, reflecting their deep connection with nature and the forces that shape their environment. According to the myth, the flood occurred long ago, in the era when Tawaki, a semi-divine hero and ruler of great strength, walked the earth. Tawhaki's story is central to this tale, as his actions and lineage are deeply intertwined with a dramatic event. In this myth, the flood was not merely a natural disaster, but a divine punishment sent to cleanse the world of corruption and wrongdoing. It is said that Tawhaki, angered by the transgressions of humankind, ascended to the heavens and unleashed the deluge to restore balance to the land. Deucalion during the flood. Torrential rains and rising waters swept across the islands, submerging valleys, forests, and entire settlements. The myth describes how the flood's devastation was both awe-inspiring and terrifying, as it tested the resilience of the people and their relationship with the gods. Many were swept away, but a few managed to survive by climbing to the highest peaks or finding refuge in sturdy canoes. These survivors carried the wisdom of the event, ensuring that future generations would honor the sacred laws and the natural world. The flood myth serves as a powerful reminder of the Maori belief in the interconnectedness of humans, the land, and the divine, emphasizing the consequences of living out of harmony with these forces. The Yoruba flood myth. The Yoruba flood myth comes from the Yoruba people of West Africa, primarily in present-day Nigeria. According to this myth, the flood occurred during the reign of the great Orisha deity, Obatala, who was tasked with shaping the earth and overseeing its inhabitants. Obatala, one of the principal Orishas, played a crucial role in the creation of humanity and the natural world. However, the flood was triggered by the actions of humans and their neglect of the divine laws established by the Orishas. Angered by their disobedience and disregard for balance, Olokun, the Orisha of the sea, unleashed a great flood to cleanse the world of corruption and restore harmony. The myth describes the flood as a cataclysmic event, with waters rising from the seas and rivers, engulfing towns, forests, and sacred lands. Many lives were lost, but the Orishas intervened to ensure that some humans survived to rebuild and learn from the tragedy. They instructed the survivors to construct floating rafts or climb to high ground, sparing those who demonstrated humility and reverence for the divine. In the aftermath, Obatala and other Orishas worked together to calm Olokun's wrath and restore the land, teaching the survivors to live in harmony with the sacred laws. Thank you for watching this second episode of Ancient Great Floods. Stay tuned for the final episode, where we'll uncover the remaining flood stories. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel so you don't miss out. See you next time.